So this is fully dry. It's the next day and I really like the pencil shavings and how the yellow mixed in, and I think it gave it a fun pop of color as well. I'm not too fond of this part here, but you know, it's okay. Part of me wants to take off the tape and make it a little bit easier for me to see what I have, but I also want to add some circles with my stencil, and it's just gonna make my life harder if I take the tape off now. So I'm just gonna continue and hope for the best. I kind of want to overlap the stencils into the different sections. So I think I'm gonna put one right here in the middle. Maybe we'll do the big one. How about that? You know, I think I'm gonna take the tape off. That held down really well, look at that. Fun. What I might do is where the washi tape was, I'm gonna add gold. I think I want to add maybe just some straight lines or some little boxes to these, because it feels like it's very chaotic and it doesn't need a whole lot more. So we'll see how I feel after I add these. I'm bringing out all the art materials. This one feels a little bit lighter than all the other three, so I think I want to add some more scribblies. But what color? Also, I feel like I kind of want to cover this up a little bit more. Probably made it worse now, huh? I do want to bring out some dots, so let's see. Alright, I'm going to take the tape off and then we can look at it without. I'm going to cut them down to the smaller size. And because I think you can look at them much easier if they're smaller and individual. At least for me, that works a lot better. Wow, I like them so much better just individually on their own. I could totally see me putting them on a cardstock and just making cards out of them. So fun. I think what I will do though is I will strengthen those circle lines a little bit more. They're not showing up as much. And now you can, you know, you can put them this way, you can put them this way, because this one on its own, where I felt like I messed up a little bit, looks a lot better if I turn it, in my eyes. So much fun. All right. If you made it all the way to this point, and depending on how long this video is, I have a feeling it's not going to be as long as my other videos. So for those of you who have stuck around and are watching all the way to the end, I wanted to give you a little bit of a sneak peek of what I have been doing behind the scenes, because I like to keep busy. I don't just create for YouTube. I also like to just craft, and I had a thought about what I would want to do with old paintings that aren't finished or I don't like in itself. So I started cutting them down, and one thing I did was I started making business cards with it, and those are just, you might recognize some of them from old videos. Others I just did on my own, and you know, they didn't really go anywhere. So I started making business cards with them. I cut them down to size and I put my information on the back with a sticker. But then the other thing that I wanted to do also was I made pendants. I started making pendants out of papers that I had that I didn't know what else to do with. And I started filming them, but I don't know if you all would be interested in me showing the process of how I make these pendants. So if you haven't clicked off and you're still watching, I want your input. Should I make a video of me making these pendants? I also have some made with my alcohol ink ones, and these are topped with resin, and those would be more like earrings. So if you want me to show you how I make these, let me know in the comments below, and if there is enough interest, I will put a video together for you all. How does that sound? So thank you very much for joining me in today's video. I hope you liked this somewhat different video. I feel like I just need to find the courage to explore a little bit more, and hopefully you're here for it. I don't like standing still. I don't like putting myself into a box of doing the same thing over and over, even though it feels good. When I do that, I feel like I need to, start exploring and do other things. So hopefully you're here for it, and will continue watching me as I carry on in this journey. And there's just so much that I want to do that, one, I don't have time for, and B, I am, not sure if it will translate into a video. So your input is always greatly appreciated. So thank you so much for being here today. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay creative wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next week with a new video. Bye.